Welcome back, BVC fans. As always, I'm Bobby the Bot.
And I'm James the Con.
And we're here with another exclusive review for one of the figures at TFCON LA 2020. Before we jump into that, let's give a big shout out to our official sponsor, The Chosen Prime, where you can pick up the other exclusive that we reviewed earlier, and I think it's a great figure. But also want to give a big shout out to our members and our subscribers. It's because of you that we're able to keep this content going, and we plan on keeping it going. And today we're actually going to review the exclusive from TF Source, which is
hilariously named Tangerine Swarm.
Yes, and this is from their Colorverse, and I actually love this new packaging that they did.
Yeah. So he wanted to show off the packaging, especially to you guys. So
yeah, it's like I don't know what is that called? The tempo.
It's like holographic type of on the back, but nowhere else, only on the back.
And a gripe that I had is that they would say limited to 200 figures worldwide. Well, I got 19 of 200, and I truly hope that it really is only 200 of these figures. You can see the RE, I forgot what the reformatted or whatever, I don't know what the RE stands for, but color on the side.
Because it used to be remake.
Okay.
So now it's recolor.
Yeah, so it's on the other three sides, and as well as on the top, and then on the bottom is, oops, I swear this camera's gonna get me, and this is really cool.
It is really cool packaging. It really stood out compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
That they had, but you can also see that it's missing all of its accessories.
Yeah, there's really nothing in here besides that light is, but yeah.
Here, let's just turn it off for a second, and there you go.
Yeah, there we go. There's nothing in here. It's pretty much clear. There's a shadow color around here. You see the black line go around the top right here.
The bottom, he means.
All right. Well, the top of the bottom here.
Okay.
That's what but with that, there's no accessories, unfortunately. But let's go ahead and get this guy open, and we'll take a look at that.
Let's go.
All right. So we're back, and now out of the package, let's look at the bot mode. And nothing spectacular here. It's same old, just different colors here. I really like this orange, and orange is not really one of my favorite colors. It's not shining through the way it does in person. Like, this is really like it looks like a fruit. Like, it really is a bright orange, and unfortunately it's not showing through. But I like the orange on the wings. I like the orange up around the white here. I like that the white and the orange contrast with each other and separate and break up each individual portion of this bot. I also like that they didn't have any of the orange come down on the legs. I
think that's a good choice.
And because normally it starts becoming where it's like, okay, it's planned. They probably would have did some orange or something like here, but this actually looks really, really clean. So those are the things that I like about this figure. What do you think, James, on the like part?
On the like part, I think the color scheme is great in bot mode. I really like you said, the orange is centered around the torso, gets expanded into the wings. I like the arms and legs are the same. Not much to write home about on the back.
No, I just figured we'd show
but it. Yeah, you should. It looks fine. I like it. There's things I don't like about it, which if we're going to wait on that, I won't say it. But I also like that they chose a gold cockpit. That really complements the orange really well.
It does.
The black as well complements everything. So I think it's a good color scheme.
So let's go into some of the details and things that you may or may not like. So first off, the hands. They are the hands that they're pretty flimsy. They pop off pretty easily. So far, these haven't popped off, but we haven't.
But he has enough of them to know.
Yeah. They seem to be, usually if I move the fingers a little bit, which they're all on ball joints, and they don't really.
You don't try to pop them off.
No, believe me, I'm not trying to. I hate that. But they just don't have a real thick feel to them. They feel tight, like bending the fingers and stuff. It feels tight, which is a good thing. Normally they feel like they're just like, and they don't feel that way now. The thumb feels good. I haven't tried to transform it yet, so hopefully the fists are on the correct way. I know, James, you have a big gripe with the hands.
Well, they're like a different material than the rest of the figure. And it worries me that they're brittle, especially since he says the fingers fall off and stuff. I didn't mess with Slipstream enough to have that issue, but I don't know what's going on there. I would assume that maybe it's a new mold, or because they're not the original hands that came with the original Meteor.
Those were like plastic hard, like a hard.
Yeah, and they only moved one, which I would have preferred than these, because these aren't that much more posable, and they're pretty flimsy. So that's my big thing about the hands. It's not how they look, it's not anything like that, it's the quality of the plastic that they used. But it could be great quality and just feel different. I do not know, but that's just my first impression of it. Are we going to go into other stuff we don't like?
I'm going to talk about this head, which you can see that the eyes.
That's what I was going to say.
They say they don't look painted silver, or do they look painted silver to you?
We couldn't really tell on the promo pictures, but they look completely white. That's kind of ridiculous, if you ask me. Unless it was an intentional choice where this is a collector's, item to where they didn't paint the eyes for artistic liberties, but I don't like it.
I don't like it, but thinking of this as a blind figure, it made me kind of like it. Yeah,
I was able to figure out. But if they do something with like a green face and then they don't paint the eyes, that's gonna be an issue.
Yeah, if they with each one they come out with it, they stop painting the eyes, and that's just as James would say, lazy, then I would have a problem with it. But on this individual figure, if this is what they chose to do with this individual figure, I'm okay with it.
Yeah. One, okay, especially white.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm okay with it.
I can figure it out. It's an easy enough fix with some paint, but you shouldn't have to do that on a $160 figure.
Exactly.
So, other than that, I don't really have any other complaints besides that it's an old mold.
Yeah.
It has all the posability you want.
It's the same.
It's the same that you probably already know about.
Yeah. So
and that's why I like the Slipstream. It was different. It was the thrust, but the seeker at the same time. This is exactly what you get. And no accessories. No extra faces. Yeah. No laser effects. No nothing.
Yeah, like these only... you used to be able to take this off and plug in the smaller bombs so it looked like a bomb. But it is what it is. Let's take a look at it in alt mode.
Yeah,
all right, and now we are back with Tangerine Swarm in alt mode. And I already see something that James isn't going to like. But before we do that, let's just kind of get a little view of this figure. And let's take a look at the bottom. Cleans up pretty well. You can see a little bit of legs here, definitely some chest and where the arms were, but
it's better than most Seekers.
So let's hop into, it does have landing gear. The wheels do not roll. It's weird that this is in orange and this is in white, but we can talk about that. So, first thoughts, James.
I hate the black hinges back here. There's no black anywhere else on the jet, and that completely ruins it. I think the black should only be in robot mode. Also, we just tilted up. This, like, part right here, I think looks horrible. I feel like they should have continued the orange and maybe had it completely stop right here where it's flat, because it looks like this is painted, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
It looks
painted. Why
yes.
wouldn't they just keep that orange? So you'd have a whole square. I think that would have looked so much better, because these little tabs make it look really bad. It would have also been cool to have the orange maybe here to where it flows into the wing colors. I don't like that. This is why I completely didn't pick this up, is because I think this deco is L to the A to the Z to the Y lazy. I mean, they didn't put any paint really on it besides the wings and stuff. But I can see why somebody like Bobby would want it, because it is different. I do like the orange and white combination. I like the color combination, but I don't like the color layout.
Are you finished?
I could keep going, but I'll be done for now. Go ahead.
I really like the orange and how it trickles down. If this was completely orange, great. If this part was orange, kind of going across, and as you mentioned, leading into the orange and the wings, I'd be fine with that. I'd really appreciate that. I didn't notice the black until you mentioned it, but for me, it makes me think of where they might have like letters or something like that on the whatever these are called, the
Tail fins.
Tail fins. So to me, it's just missing a label. I can deal with the black. I do wish it was orange all the way across, but I think with it,
if it was white, I wouldn't have much of an issue. It's that they used the black.
If it went from orange to white,
that would have been okay. I think the black should have been reserved for robot mode, because I really like it in Transformers when their one color pops out in robot mode, where it's like, black on this figure. It's all orange and white, and then it transforms, and it transforms the color scheme as well. I think that's really cool. And that little bit of black ruins the whole alt mode for me.
I'm okay with it. I know I would have probably, definitely you would have, if they kept the orange going, but It seems like these are two different materials, that the orange might have been a different tint of orange, and I would have hated that aspect. Again, the black doesn't bother me. It looks like it's something that a label would go on, or, this is, it's almost like if you fly on a plane, what plane number it is. So that's where I would think that would go. But the part that I don't like, which again is because it's the old mold, is I don't like the painted wheels. I think that's kind of blah. I would have hoped to see something there, and honestly, I would have liked to see some color on these null rays. The white.
Are they painted, or are they just solid plastic?
I think they're just solid plastic.
Okay, I couldn't tell.
Because it's so much white, it would have been cool if even if the tips were orange or something like that.
If those were black, I don't think I would have had such a problem with the tail fins.
Yeah, it's just too much white here.
Because they unpeg right here, so you could have molded that in black or orange. Yeah, and then or reverse or whatever.
Yeah, just something there because it's just really.
You lose them. Especially what you can see on the screen right now. You really lose them.
Look at all. It's basically like this beautiful orange in the front, and then all this white until you get to the tail fins.
Yeah. I think it would have been really cool if instead of flat white, it's not flat, but it's kind of normal white, if they use a pearlescent.
Yeah.
I think that would have brought this thing to the next level, and I probably would have bought it if it was like that, especially if it was a blue tinted pearlescent, because that would have, not too much, but that would have really made the orange stand out like crazy.
And I would have actually liked a little bit of orange here as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know. All in all, I like the figure. I would probably give it.
We didn't rate the other ones.
We didn't, but
they were all 10 out of 10s. 10 out of 10s. I think. So.
Yeah, I think we loved it. I think I would give this maybe a 7 out of 10, maybe 6 out of 10, 6 or 7, 6.5. Let's do that, 6.5, because it's a new color on a very old mold They have really done a lot with this mold, so I'm happy to see some new colors in here. It's enough to make it look like a completely different figure, and I'm happy with that.
Okay, I would probably give it a 4.5 out of 10. The eyes not being painted is a big blow. It's a really old mold that doesn't do anything new. There's nothing new on this thing. There's no new head, no new, tail fins or guns. It's nothing new at all. But I will give it a few points because the orange is really nice. No complaints there. I would have probably preferred it if it was all orange.
Well, they kind of did
they do
orange.
that?
Yeah.
I don't know what they came out with because they've released so many of these.
Not this color orange, but I mean, it's orange.
Well,
enough.
that's what I'm saying. If they did all orange and black and made it like a Halloween one, I would have bought it in a heartbeat. But yeah, I'm looking forward to their Action Master / SG Thundercracker. I will pick that up, but definitely skipping out on this. Let us know in the comments below what you think. And what you would rate it, if, from what you can see. And if you have it, let us know what you would rate it, definitely.
Definitely. Oh, I didn't even notice this gray here. I'm sorry, I'll just show this real quick. But there is some gray along the lines here of the wing. I didn't notice.
Oh, you didn't see the panel line?
The light is hitting me so, but I don't know, 6.5.
Yeah, 4.5. So let us know your thoughts below, and we'll see you in the next review.
Yeah, so stay tuned. And you guys know the slogan, till all debates are won. Yeah, I won.